Surprise.
You want to be surprised? So what
I
is it that
want
you're
it to
trying?
be a surprise for you, but okay, I'll just do this. It's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Okay. Hold
All
on.
right. I'm
Hold
not
on.
doing it. I'm not doing anything.
Okay.
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Go live. Go live.
Okay.
Do
You
this.
want me to start this?
Yeah, we're good.
Or you,
hmm
you want me to hit live?
Good evening, all you minties, and welcome back to another episode of Was It Really That Bad with your hosts, the amazing Amanda and the uncanny Omar. How you doing today, Omar?
I'm doing. Actually, I'm doing well. I hate this movie. like
Me
I
too.
right off the bat, this movie, man.
Yep. So how's
Okay.
everyone? Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, so
I
just
was
so you
just gonna
guys
say hi
know,
to everybody.
yeah, hello. I see Martin in the chat. I see Jack in the chat. Jack said you're the Nick Cannon of YouTube, and I'm not really quite
I
sure what that means.
I hate Nick Cannon. I want to put Nick Cannon and who's that other guy that you like, Dane Cook, inside of a giant human
I do
blender and
like
just
that.
gosh. Anyway, how's everybody doing? Hope
Yes.
everybody's doing well. Nick Cannon of YouTube. What does that
Hey,
even
Phil
mean?
Owens.
Oh man,
Hey,
everybody's complimenting me on
Lionheart.
my hair, and I just woke up from a nap.
Yeah, his
Thanks,
hair
guys.
looks good, right?
Thanks. I took a
Wait,
nap, and it just
are
looks
we really
amazing.
talking about his hair? Or are we talking
We
about
are
my
talking
hair?
about. Ain't nobody talking about your nappy hair.
My hair's not nappy.
I'm talking about my hair. What's up,
Mhm.
everybody?
Hey guys. So as you know, wasn't really that bad for those who might be just joining us. It's a show where we kind of look back at bad movies that maybe may not have been as bad as what the critics and fans first thought when they saw it in theaters. And this month, just to wrap up this month, we were doing horror movies, and everyone last week voted on House of Wax, the 2005 version. This one came out May 6, 2005. It is directed by, and I'm probably going to mispronounce his name, so I apologize in advance,
Paris
Jean-Mi
Hilton.
Colette Serra, who directed Orphan, Nonstop, The Shallows, The Commuter. This is his feature film debut, actually. He was like a music video director before this. This is probably why it was heavily promoted by MTV at the time. Also, no little cool fact: this guy is the director of the upcoming Black Adam movie and Jungle Cruise. So him and The Rock must be BFFs. So looking forward to
What
that.
the hell is Jungle Cruise?
The movie that The Rock and Emily Blunt are in together, based off of yeah, Only Just. I agree, Phil Owens.
My daughter loved this damn movie. She watched it
Wow,
so much. Really?
really?
Wow. What's going on? Yes, it's that bad. It's at the RoboCop. Wasn't RoboCop 3 was at least it was the script was written by Frank Miller, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm not mistaken, I'll look
Maybe,
that up, but I'm
probably. I
pretty
think
sure
so.
Frank Miller wrote the script for RoboCop 2 and 3 and the rejected script for 1, I think. But let me look. Anyway, Amanda, what else? What other little tidbits can you tell us?
Yeah, so movie stars, a lot of young actors at the time who were very famous, um, up and coming actors, whether they be on a teen drama or they are a socialite or they were on Cousin Skeeter, the little known TV show on Nickelodeon featuring the puppet Cousin Skeeter. So,
What?
regardless, the guy who plays Blake, Robbie Richard, he was the main like kid who played opposite of Cousin Skeeter, the puppet in Cousin Skeeter. It's a Nickelodeon. Someone in the chat
Dude,
help me out here,
my
buddy.
my Nickelodeon was Pinwheel in today's special.
Someone help me out
Your
here, guys.
Nickelodeon was like Roundhouse and what's
No,
Amanda's
not
show?
even Roundhouse. Uh, all that.
All that was it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I had Elijah Cuthbert and Chad Michael Murray played the two main leads. At the time, Elijah Cuthbert was most known for Girl Next Door with Emile Hirsch, and other movies where she's a blonde, sexy bombshell. But in this one, she dyed her hair brown, like dirty dishwasher brown. Chad Michael Murray plays her twin brother, Nick. He was on One Tree Hill at the time, up and
Cousin
coming.
Skeeter. I'm gonna let that go.
Skeeter, yes.
I
Is
don't
that
even
what
know
it
what that. I don't know.
was?
That's your generation, man. Was it?
It
You
is.
can't do that on television. That's all me. All right.
Yeah.
So what
And
else? What else?
so it also has Paris Hilton plays one of her friends. Most notable, known for her friendship with Nicole Richie and her porno that came out around the same
Her
time too.
her porno. How old are you, man?
Her sex tape.
No,
Sorry,
no,
sorry, my cat.
no adult calls it a porn. Man, did you see that Paris Hilton homemade porno? Yeah, it was good. Now nobody calls it that, Amanda.
Oh,
Where did?
my
All
bad.
right. Anyway, go ahead.
Hold on. And then also stars Jared Padalecki, who now is most famous for a little known show that is about to end this coming
Supernatural.
year.
I knew that one.
Supernatural. My sister actually got a chance to meet him at a Supernatural only fans convention.
OnlyFans?
So,
Like he has his own OnlyFans?
He has an OnlyFans. Yeah, and so obviously a lot of these people, they were banking on these stars. Apparently, fun fact, Paris Hilton was the first person who was cast in this movie, and Warner Brothers was banking on her popularity so much at the time that the tagline was "Come watch Paris die" or something like that. I don't remember. It was 2005. I just finished being a freshman in college. So it was one of those things. MTV was on the downward end for me. Stopped watching TRL a lot, all that stuff. So this was kind of on the outer limits of my teenage years.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, just in case anyone wanted to know that.
Didn't Paris Hilton, wasn't she on a show with
Nicole Richie?
Lionel Richie's daughter? Yeah.
I mentioned that. Yeah, the not the Sweet Life of Zach and Cody.
Nope, not the Sweet Life of Zach and
It was
Cody.
like where they go and they try to be
A
normal
Night in
people.
Paris, that was it. Paris Hilton's porno. Okay, I guess other people call it porno.
Porno.
Oh, never mind, just Amanda.
Yes.
The only saving grace of this movie. Oh, can we talk about that dance though?
Yeah, I got the dance too. So we've got some cool gifts for tonight. So this movie obviously is I won't say a reboot, but it kind of is supposed to pay homage to the original 1953 House of Wax, where Vincent Price. Let me get a picture of him up there for you. Oh no, that's Vincent Price.
That is not.
Wait
a minute. Are you literally cracking yourself up?
Yes.
Because
I thought that joke would be so funny. Because I was like, oh, I'm gonna find a picture of Vincent Price. No, better yet, I'm gonna find a picture of Bill Hader playing Vincent Price.
All right. So this is for real. This is the beauty of what she just did is that she is cracking herself up because she thought y'all would be laughing at her dumb joke that she's making.
So in the original one, Vincent Price plays a mad scientist sort of guy who
Vincent Price
who turns
oh
into,
yeah, you found it.
Who kind of, that's not the better one, who decides to up his wax game and decides to use humans. But this was a little bit different. So are we ready for the synopsis?
We haven't started yet?
No.
All right, yeah, go do your thing.
Yes. Okay. So this movie is definitely a product of its time, given all the music, guys. There's, if you look at the soundtrack, Michael McRomance is on it. Disturbed's on it. There's a lot of, those alt rock bands. It's kind of like Daredevil and stuff. It was very much of a product of its time. So opening scene, we see a pot cooking on an old fashioned stove, and there's wax dripping off of it, and obviously the pot is cooking wax, and it's plaque sign or a sign comes up, says 1974. So now we're in the past, and a lady is pouring wax into this mask mold, and she is talking to her one son who's sitting in a high chair, all sweet, innocent, and he seems to be eating his Cheerios or whatever he's eating at the time. And then she hears this other screaming kid, and her husband comes out of the bedroom trying to haul this kid in there, and he's screaming and carrying on, and they have to duct tape this kid, child abuse style, to his high chair, and he has marks from being from the leather and everything being on him all the time, and he scratches his mom, and you're like, why can't you be more like your brother? Okay, so obviously that's how this movie opens. Two brothers who I'm assuming are most likely twins. It just started.
It just started. Who's got the timer ready? Thank you, Martin, for the compliment. Is it duct? This is a really important question, Amanda. Is it duct tape or duct tape?
Duct
Like,
tape,
okay, what's it stand for?
ductwork, because HVAC people use it, so that's really
Amanda
why
is
it's
an
called duct tape.
HVAC graduate.
I no. I did take the HVAC licensure exam and I only missed it by like 2 points and I didn't even study for it. I could be an HVAC person just like Troy Barnes, next Messiah. Okay, so
What? Oh, got you.
yeah, so it cuts to present day and my daughter, and we see Paris Hilton and Elijah Cuthbert's characters. Lyndon, I'm doing this right now. Go in there. Go
Hey,
play.
comic book crazy. It's good to see all these names in the
I
chat
know.
because we're also going to be taking a break from this show, like maybe a week off or something.
Uh-huh.
Um, so it's nice to see all these names like Canadian Invincible Comics, Phil Owens, and my boy Comic Book Crazy, and
Yeah, you all
Ted.
are here today.
Yeah, well, not all, but the ones that count are here.
The ones that count, the important ones. So we're at present day. We have Elijah Cuthbert, Paris Hilton's characters. So Carly is Elijah Cuthbert, and Paige is Paris Hilton. So I'm going to use their names from here on out.
Just from this segment, and I'm taking a month off from Old Reader, New Reader. Actually, we both are.
Yeah, we both are taking off.
Maddie's taking over Old Reader, New Reader for a month.
But this just a week because it's easy to watch a 2-hour movie and still talk about it live.
What?
Unless it's this.
Oh, continue.
Yeah. Okay. So they're talking about Carly's internship opportunity at InStyle Magazine in New York City, and they are on a road trip. They're at a diner, and they're with some other people. One of them is Wade, played by Jared Padalecki, and that is Carly's boyfriend. And there's obviously some tension there because she wants him to move to New York with her, and he is kind of a small town guy. And then he's not also happy because on the road trip they're also bringing Nick, which is Chad Michael Murray's character, and he is her twin brother, and also just got out of jail. He's kind of a bad boy, and he used to play football, but he got on the wrong side of the law, and she's like the good twin, he's the bad twin, and I actually have a gif of that where they talk about one being the good twin, one being the bad twin, foreshadowing and all that jazz. And then you have their weirdo friend, Moose. No, not Moose. His name is Dalton, but he should be called Moose, something dumb like that, because that's exactly what the kind of character is. And he's going around filming their stuff. So they're on their way to see some big football game. And then they have...
Hold on.
Yeah,
there's some good
ahead.
questions in the chat. I don't think I paid so much attention to this. You're not alone. I didn't either. I think Amanda is literally like filling me in with more information than I thought. # lazy. I love you, Comic Book Crazy.
Yeah.
Omar and Amanda are gone forever. I missed them already. Forever. Why are you murdering us? When is the budget meeting? The budget meeting will be, I think, there's early access on the Patreon for like, comes out tomorrow sometime. And then Friday for sure, for the people that don't do Patreon but want to and have us in our thoughts and prayers. Thank you so much for the wonderful super chat. This is the movie that introduced me to the original 1953 version. Amanda and I, and we'll come back to this here in a second, with Vincent Price in the OG 1933, directed by Michael Curtis. That's one of the things that I always have said about remakes, is that it does help introduce people to the original movies. Like, my thing was always Last Man Standing introduced me to Fistful of Dollars and Yojimbo. If I had not watched Last Man Standing, because I love that movie so much, then I probably, eventually I think I would have been watching Yojimbo and Fistful of Dollars. But yeah, that is one thing that I do appreciate about remakes.
Yeah.
When compared to the Masters of Horror, it sucks. But compared to the other the early 2000s, man, we were drowning in those.
Oh, it was big.
What was it? Not Rogue Pictures, New Line Cinema. I can't remember the New Line Cinema that put all the pretty people on the posters.
I think it was New Line Cinema, because I know Day Last Summer, wasn't that a New Line?
I don't know. I didn't really keep up. All those movies kind of felt the same. Scream, and I love Wes Craven. But I think the only one that actually got drowned in the same is the one I talk about, which is The Faculty.
Oh, what a great movie.
That's a damn good movie, and it gets lost in that pretty people poster lineup.
We should
All
do
right,
another segment at some point called Hidden Gems, and that, like,
I have a
where
segment already. I do that for
no,
books.
no, okay,
Yeah,
you're
all right,
right, but we
all
should
right,
do it
I
for
do.
movies, like movies that people overlooked in like the big ish of like all the other movies coming out. Okay, anyways, okay,
Wait a minute,
so
is this the joke that what's his name makes? Vincent
who?
Price and Vincent Van Gogh, the dude that you have up here. What's
Bill
his name?
Hader?
Yeah,
No, I will.
that guy.
I love that.
Look,
I just want to
she's
go and
laughing
watch
at her
it.
own joke so
Because it's
much.
just like Vincent Price. It's just I love the characters comes up with. This is like off topic because Bill Hader, and we're supposed to be doing the synopsis, and I always go over on the synopsis.
She does. By the way, somebody's clocking you. By the way, the
Yeah, I
1953
know.
version and 1933 version was better in general. Absolutely. I don't think I've ever seen the 33 version.
I don't
The
think I have either.
2005 version was a tourist trap ripoff. It was so yeah. It feels. Nah, we'll get to it. I'll
Like a
talk about
Texas
it when we get.
Chainsaw Massacre. Okay, anyway, um, so they're going this road trip. It's clear there's some different things going on. You have Wade, or Wade doesn't like Nick, Carly's brother, but Wade and Carly are having their own issues, and they're all going on this trip. So somewhere along the line, they decide that they can't make it in one night, so they're just going to go camp in the middle of the woods somewhere because why not?
I'm so uncultured. Is the 13 Ghost of Scooby-Doo the sequel to Scooby-Doo, the live action with fine what's her name from Freaks and Geeks?
Sarah Michelle Gellar? Oh, Linda
Freaks and
Cardellini?
Geeks.
Linda
Yes.
Cardellini, sorry.
Yes.
I thought you were going to say the fine Sarah Michelle Gellar, but instead you said Linda Cardellini.
Yeah. I'm a Velma dude, but
Can we just say with that movie, it didn't cause a breakup between Freddie Prinze Jr. and Sarah Michelle Gellar? They're still together.
okay. No, Omar, man,
Leo!
like she's so mad at me. It's all in caps. I'm
I
so
know.
what's the
What did you do?
13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo? Like, are we talking about?
I don't
Oh,
know.
you're talking about the cartoon. I'm so sorry. You're right. I've been drinking. I'm so sorry.
All right, are we ready to get back to this so I can finish the synopsis?
Whatever.
Okay.
I mean, yes.
So as they're driving, of course, we get the obligatory. They pull up next to Paris Hilton or Paige and Blake's car, and Paige is giving Blake roadhead, and they're filming it. And they're like, oh, it's so funny. So they decide to pull over and camp out for the night. And in the meantime, there's like this large truck or something that's been kind of like passing them and stuff like that on the road, and they're camping out, and they're all sitting around drinking and stuff like
Fixed
that.
it for you, comic book
Wow.
crazy. I did. Yeah, I did that. All right.
And as they're sitting there, that same truck comes up and flashes. Its high beams are set on them, and they're all like, "What the heck's going on?" Right? All the creepy music's playing in the background, and then Chad Montgomery, because he's badass, comes in, throws his bottle at him, and then the guy drives off. And they're like, "Oh God!" And of course, why they decide to stay at this point and not just leave is beyond me. So they go to bed that night, and it appears that someone has Dalton's camera. It's not Dalton, but someone we think is Dalton at first, filming everyone in their tents. And then Elijah Cuthbert's character Carly wakes up, and that person who has the camera.
Nobody is ever going to
I don't
forget about you,
know.
Leo. Leo, did you ask a question?
Ask it again.
Love you, man.
We can't keep getting. We gotta get to the synopsis for overlooked question
this is good.
and
This
keep
is
it.
good.
Keep that going. So while they're all, they're having this conversation. If you want to show this,
Michael Bay's company was the one that made all the remakes in the
So-
2000s. Interesting.
Yeah. So during this whole segment, they're having a conversation about one being the good twin and one being the evil one, which is supposed to foreshadow the impending ending.
I can't believe you found a gift for that. What did you look up?
I don't know. Just Chad Michael Murray, I think, and
Who is Chad Michael Murray? What was he in that made him famous?
One Tree Hill was what he's most famous for, but he also played what's her name's boyfriend in the Freaky Friday remake, the one that's actually not that bad with
Lindsay Lohan and
Lindsay Lohan
Jamie Lee Curtis?
and Jamie Lee Curtis. He played her boyfriend in that, the boy she had a crush on, and then he was falling in love with her mom, which I'd fall in love with Jamie Lee Curtis too, because it was really her.
Is that part of the
hilarious.
synopsis?
No, but it was hilarious, and he's not a terrible actor.
Damn right, I'm right. Y'all seen her in that episode of Mad Men? Oh my gosh. Woo. I mean, I get it. Somebody said that Sarah Michelle Gellar is more iconic. I get it, of course.
She is iconic, and she is
Yeah.
my favorite for a lot of reasons. Okay, so anyways, also to note while they're here, there's also a wind that blows, and there's a weird smell, and they're like, it smells
Amanda
like
should write
something
the
died out
novelization
there.
of this movie. Absolutely. Uh,
Oh.
I don't know how she did it. Like, wow. All right.
Evan Dalton, someone said.
Yeah.
Okay, so going on. So as they so the person's filming, they're watching, and Wade scares her. It's a little jump scare. That you think the guy's behind her, but it's not. It's just Wade. It's like, what are you doing out here? Let's go back to bed. So
Jamie Lee Curtis was sexy in a lot of
yes,
movies, though, for
but True
real.
Lies, she was good.
Oh my
She's
gosh,
still sexy now. I mean, she's still gorgeous. That hair, the way she, oh
and
yeah.
that Activia that she holds in her hand. What? I think she's sexy too. So I'm all who's Sophia Bush? Sophia Bush's ex-husband.
Yes. Okay. Sophia Bush was also on One Tree Hill, so they were together. I knew he was with. I couldn't remember her name, but I knew he was with someone from One Tree Hill. Oh, A Cinderella Story. That's right. If you were like a
It's
famous
okay.
teen actress, like Hilary Duff or something, Chad Michael Murray is probably your love interest in a film at one point because he was that guy, right? Okay. So then
Jodie Foster, Freaky Friday. I love all those movies.
That's
all
exactly what
those
Abed would say.
trading. I love all those movies. I get like Vice Versa was one of my favorites with what's his name? Wonder Years, Kevin Arnold. Oh my gosh, what is his name?
Oh, my God. Why was it Freddie Highmore?
No,
why is that his
no? Why did you
why
talk?
is it escaping about Savage, Fred Savage, sorry.
Fred Savage, thank you.
I have to, because it was Freddie, and I was like, Freddie, not Highmore, he's a young boy. Not anymore, he's now an adult.
There's
probably. Okay.
Hayden.
Hey, Hayden, it is the Paris Hilton movie. All right, so let's continue.
Amanda is on the 20-minute mark of the first 5 minutes of the movie, by the way.
Yes,
Omar, Cardi B, or Jamie Lee Curtis? Oh, man, that's hard. Like,
is it?
Yeah, because
it's two different kind of fetishes, right?
Man, I think Jamie Lee would be crazier in the anyway. Oh gosh, Cardi B. Yeah, you can go. Sorry, you can continue.
Just curious.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Or you can't.
So, anyways, they wake up at 2:30 in the afternoon. I don't know how long they slept, but these people they're teenagers, I guess. They can sleep forever. And they're like, oh, we're going to be late and we have to get going. And so, as they're getting ready, Carly decides she wants to go check out that smell they keep smelling, the one that sounds like someone's died. I don't know why you'd want to. So she drags Paige with her. In the meantime, Wade finds out someone cut their fan belt, and so they can't go anywhere. And so they're kind of figuring out what the heck they need to do.
What's up, Cyclops? Hey, the gang's all here. This is cool. Do y'all remember the MTV show My Life? My Life.
My Life.
My So-Called Life?
No, that's not it.
Excuse me? I know my MTV. My So-Called Life had Jared Leto and what's her name that was in that Romeo and Juliet
Claire
movie?
Danes.
Thank you.
Or Homeland. Yeah.
Homeland. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I think we could have voted for Birdemic too, man. Can you imagine her doing Birdemic, like the recap? Right? Exactly. Thank you so much. I didn't want to say it, but that's the one that she has on Jamie Lee. Jamie Lee's got nice legs, though. What's the question?
I don't know. I'm ready to keep going if you are. Okay.
Yep, I'm ready.
So as Carly and Paige are going to look for this strange smell, Carly falls down this slope and lands in dead animal gunk, and she sees a hand sticking out of the dead animal gunk, and she freaks out. So Paige is yelling for the boys. The boys come out, and all of a sudden this truck drives up on the other side of this pit of animal carcasses, and some weird hick dude comes out. Oh, thank you.
She's dressing up as Weird Al for Halloween.
If anyone watched the episode last night, my hair was in 2 French braids. So this is the product of when I take the braids out. So I don't have to wash my hair every day, and it still looks nice after 2 days of not being washed. So thank you guys for noticing. Okay, anyways, so
So my life followed the actor from this movie while he was filming this movie. So it's not my so-called life. I
which
apologize for that.
actor?
I don't know. Look, Leo's already coming up. Leo, why you coming up on me, man? You want to push me?
Someone to help us find Leo's Q&A.
There's Leo's Q. I found out about the 1933 and Cinemassacre Monster Madness back in 2009.
When this movie had long been out already 4 years.
That was that movie.
Aging all of us.
You were just a kid back then, man.
Yeah, you're just a kid
in 2009. How were you using the internet? All right,
yes.
Go ahead,
okay.
Amanda.
So they would go. This guy comes out, hick guy, who apparently is named Lester, but we never learn his name in the film. It's in the credits. That's the only reason we know that.
Oh.
And they're all standing there staring at him, and he's like, "What are you guys doing here?" And she's like, they're like, "Look at that!" And he walks over to the hand. He's like, "What?" It's just like a mannequin hand. He twists it off.
Yeah, it's a mannequin hand.
So it's not a real hand.
It's the guy from Supernatural.
Oh, Jared Padalecki. That makes sense. Okay. They follow him around.
My so-called life was Claire Danes. Yep.
Yes.
Amanda. Yep.
Yep. Yeah. Sorry, I like to make fun of her crying face a lot. Anyways, so this guy keeps leering at.
Where's the face tat, Amanda?
Oh, that thing I had. It's gone. You might. Oh no, I'm going as Black Widow for the Halloween episode on Saturday. So
he's going for as Wish Black Widow.
I'm going as the Wish version. What you'd get when you only spend $20.
I didn't say it. Come on, don't. All right, go ahead.
Okay, I'm gonna eat a peanut butter sandwich too. The whole time.
Right now?
No, during the live episode, because she eats that peanut butter sandwich in the Avengers Endgame.
Wow, no.
Okay.
That's cool. All right, keep going.
Okay, so anyways, so this guy keeps leering at Carly.
I'm a graduate of the Xavier. I'm sorry, man. I have to take up for myself. I'm drinking and people are picking on me. Xavier School. I'm a graduate. I'm a dropout. I just bought the T-shirt. Go ahead, Amanda.
Okay, so
I love that you taught all these people what a gunsuit was. I know I keep interrupting you, and you know I don't care because I love you. But I love that all these people know what a gunsuit is because of you.
It's an excuse to wear it. And someone asked me what my fence people do in the winter. I guess they shovel my snow. I don't know. So anyways, so the guy keeps leering at Carly, and obviously Wade takes.
I'm gonna let you finish. I'm gonna let you finish. How far are we into the? We're 4 minutes into
Not
the movie.
that far, guys. We haven't even made it to Ambrose, the town of the House of Wax Museum.
How do you know all this? All right.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes, honey.
Is it just me, or does Amanda look like the actress who plays Sam from iCarly? Who would that be?
Oh, I know who she's talking about because she has the curly hair too. I know who he's talking about.
Is it Hannah Montana?
No, it's not. She's younger, but I know who she's talking about.
Okay.
With the hair, I kind of.
Are you gonna reenact the Paris Hilton death with that doll?
No, Linda wanted me to put the baby in her belly like she's pregnant. Okay.
Omar, read my key. Are you serious? Jack.
I'm gonna keep going, guys. I'm gonna keep going. Okay.
She can mute me anytime she wants to.
Wade asks this guy if he can give him a ride to the nearest town. He said, "I think that's all one that's not too far. I can get a fan belt." And he's like, "You guys just go to the football game." And Carl's like, "Well, I'm gonna come with you."
Nobody has seen this movie that much. I've seen this movie so much I can firmly say that y'all are 14 minutes at the 38-second into this movie.
Yeah, we are not far, guys. Okay, so the rest of the crew go off to the football game. Carly and Wade go get a ride for this dude, and of course his truck stinks like dead animals and stuff. And Carly's asking him to roll his window down, but the one window doesn't roll down near them, so the guy has to roll his window down, and he keeps staring at Carly, and Wade's not liking it, and the guy takes his knife out, creeps them so much so out that when the time they get to this I guess the road kind of stopped at some point, and you had to do a little bit of off-roading, but the town's like right over there. And he's like, "I'll just get out and switch to four-wheel." He's like, no, man, we're going to walk the rest of the way. And the guy's like not appreciative, that like really upset that they don't like his hospitality, but he's creeping him out. So he lets them go on their way, and they walk into town. And we get this funny scene where they're like, there's all these cars parked at the side of the road, but it looks like it's a deadbeat town in the middle of the hills of wherever the heck they live. And we get this one scene where she walks up to see these little puppies in the window. Okay, well, honey, I'm doing the show, so you got to do it yourself, honey. Well, I don't know how to either. Okay.
Are you reenacting the scene? I'm really having a hard time keeping up here.
Okay. So they're the two that. Sorry, guys.
I don't know how she keeps going.
I can't get it in there, babe. It's too tight. I'm sorry. Omar, can you take over the synopsis for me?
So then Paris Hilton gets this big thing through her eye, and she did have a little strip dance first, which is so ridiculous. Because the whole time I'm like, man, that girl needs to eat a burger, and then her dude died first, but he died off screen, which is kind of lame.
Not even near that part yet.
Where are we?
Okay, Jenny, this is the best I can do, baby. I'm doing my show. You go in the other room. Thank you. Okay, so they're trying to find.
That's a mom multitasking right there.
So they're trying to find someone in this town. I don't know where. Oh, right here, baby. Take it in there. Okay, so they try to go to the gas station where apparently this guy named Bo is, but Bo's not there. So they decide to go to the church because it sounds like there's people in the church. They open the church up, and there's a dude at the casket. And there's all these other people around.
Spoilers, Jack.
And they're like, oh, we interrupted a funeral service. They go back out. The guy who was by the casket kneeling comes out, and he's all pissed, like, what are you doing here? And they're like, we need a fan belt. That's not him. I don't have a picture.
Why did you put me in front of charge of kids?
I don't know. I'm sorry.
All right, keep talking.
And he's like, give me a second. Let me finish what I'm doing. Let me bury someone, and then I'll come help you. So they go, and first they decide to walk around the House of Wax. That's the behind the scenes. They're like,
you said House of Wax. I got that. All right.
And they decide to check out the House of Wax because that's what Wade was really interested in. And he's like, wow, this looks so real. And she's like, well, who's this person? Like all these paintings signed Vincent. He's like, well, that's so cool. Who's this Vincent person? And they see all these like newspaper clippings about Trudy, who is the mom, right, from the beginning, and how she started this little House of Wax, all this stuff. You're cutting all the, you're losing all the good parts.
I got nothing to work with here.
They go back out and they meet Bo, and Bo's like, hey, I'll help you. I'll get a fan belt. So come with me to the house. Let me change out of this clothes. So they get in his truck and they go back to the house. In the meantime, the rest of the crew, they're stuck in really, really bad traffic. And somehow they can manage to turn around and get back in time because it's bad traffic, guys.
Like, we're not gonna,
lost. No oversized. We're going to have to keep pulling through. You're going to have to pull up that Wikipedia.
You're going to have to rewind back. You're going to have to pull up that Wikipedia. Hey, this is near mint condition. Come on now.
Yes. Okay.
We're better than that.
And so the other crew are stuck in really bad traffic.
Oh, I understand why I was so confused. I saw the Vincent Price version.
Stop. And anyway, okay, so Omar, just pull them up.
I got you. Vincent Price. Anytime someone says Vincent Price, I'll pull that up. Thank you. You're welcome.
So they decide they're going to turn around because the traffic's so bad, which I still don't know. It's like a one-way freeway. I'm not sure how they turned around.
I didn't get that at all. But
so
whatever.
Now it's all of a sudden it's nighttime, and the other two, Wade and Carly, are driving with Bo back to his house so he can change, and he's going to get the fan belt. And Jared Paladecki's Wade is like, I have to pee, and so he's like, "Would you stay in the car, Carly? And I'm going to go pee in this dude's house while he changes upstairs." So as that happens, we are introduced earlier. We see this shot of like a creepy dude with like long black hair and a wax face working on a wax model of a girl's boob. Like it's a woman and he's like fixing her boob up and stuff earlier in like a basement or something. And so as that guy. And as Jared Paladecki's character is looking around, he ends up having to run from this character. And he ends up getting kidnapped by who we learn is Vincent, okay? And in the meantime, Bo comes out, and he tries to attack Elijah Cuthbert's character, Carly. And she kicks him and shuts the door, and she drives off in her vehicle trying to escape him. So that's all happening. And now, then we get our cut to Vincent has Wade, and obviously we know that Jared Padalecki is the one who's going to go first, and he is strapped down. His
Thanks to
tendons,
Jack, he ruined it for us.
yeah, his Achilles tendons have been cut and sewn together so they don't bleed, right? And then the guy's pouring wax on him, and then you see him in this torture chamber, which you can show that behind the scenes footage.
He's 30 years old. Kidnapped.
It's the word we use for everything. So then you see him in this weird torture chamber. The behind the scenes one. Yeah, he's in this weird torture chambers thing, and it's spraying wax on him. He's still alive this whole time. How creepy. Now, guys, I have to be honest with you. Once we got to this point, I basically was hitting 15-second skip because I don't like jump scares that much that I was like, let's just keep going. I'll just skip the jump scare.
I don't even know what made her jump. I was watching the same movie.
Anything makes you jump. When Wade surprised her behind her, that made me jump. Okay, so Carly's running around trying to find someone. She runs to the church and realizes everyone in the church is actually wax. And she's trying to hide from Bo, who enters the church, but of course she can't hide. She's captured by Bo. And then he straps her to this chair underneath the gas station, and he straps her down. And of course, at this point, the rest of the crew have returned, and Chad Michael Murray's Nick is looking for her. He's on top of the gas station. He's on the surface level, and there's like a little grate, so she can hear him from the grate. So Bo's like, you stay here, and he uses some super glue to wax her lips shut, or glue her lips shut, and runs upstairs to try to get him to leave. And she manages to free herself enough to get her little finger out of the grate and trying to get his attention.
I did like that part
and then Bo uses like a tie, and like, that was awful. But she manages
this is adorable. I paused Netflix and watched what's going to come to prevent the jump scares. What a good idea for people to get jump scares. Look, Matthew agrees with you.
I don't like jump scares either. So I was just like 50 seconds, and then I'll pause it and go back. Okay, that's not a jump scare. That's dialogue and stuff. So that's why I probably got more of the story than you did out of it.
This is why I like scaring the crap out of her in real life, because she doesn't get that enough.
So then she pulls her lips apart and starts screaming for Nick, and then Nick and Bo have a struggle.
Left for a while to have surgeries. Amanda still kept in the movie.
Okay, so then so Nick helps her escape because he gets Bo, and then he managed to help her escape. In the meantime, the other Dalton, who had went with Bo, right, he goes in the House of Wax, and he's looking around, and he ends up getting in the crosshairs of Vincent. And then we get this scene. You have the Dalton beheading. Vincent and him are having a chase scene. He pushes, because what happens is Dalton finds Wade, and it's like, what's going on? Wait, you have to do this one first. He finds Wade, and he's like, Wade? And then Vincent attacks him, and then they get this scene, which doesn't even look like Jared Padalecki, guys, just so you know, that's definitely not even looks anything like him.
That looks just like Jared Leto.
No, it doesn't.
And
then Dalton, he pushes Dalton downstairs and beheads him, and then he drags him off. Do you have that? You want to show that one again? Yeah, I'll show it. Okay. So this scene. So there's Dalton's body getting dragged off, and then we get his eye still blinking because your little nerves
honestly,
are still working.
That's not that bad looking. That's not that bad looking.
Well, to be fair, the director did want to try to use as many practical effects and stuff as he could.
So he really cut off a dude's head.
No, yeah.
Cool, because that guy could not act.
He could not.
Actually, none of these people could. What is One Tree Hill? None of these people should have been acting.
Yes. So at this point, Jared Padalecki's character's dead. Dalton's dead. Okay. So then we cut to Paris Hilton and her boyfriend, and then we get the sexy scene.
That was my cue. I got
you. The strip scene. Yeah, we get her stripping, and which pretty much is what I imagined.
See anything.
Oh yeah, I have the other one, which I'm imagining is pretty much what her. I'm pretty sure that's what her little tape looks like too. Is just like that. Am I right? I don't know. I've never seen it before.
One Night in Paris.
Yes, One Night in Paris. Here's the gift that I wanted to give you. Okay, if it plays, I'll show it to you. So they're having sex.
That cracks her up every time. That's what we should have been reviewing. One Night in Paris.
So
wow, the acting is so bad at that too, though.
So then there's a noise. So Blake gets out, and Blake gets knife in the neck, and he's like choking out, bleeding out. So Paris goes running in nothing but her skivvies. And
was this movie picked by Patreon members? No, you all picked this movie.
You all picked this yesterday in a live, or last week in a live poll.
Week it was a live poll.
Yes, in a live straw poll we did on
air. And I wanted to watch Birdemic, and Amanda said, "What about that One Tree Hill movie?"
I did not. I wanted to watch Idle Hands. Someone else chose House of Wax. Okay,
everybody else did. So, all right, go ahead. But we love you guys so much. We respect your votes,
opinions, and votes. So we watched it. So Paris Hilton goes running into a garage, and that's where we find this garage has a bunch of torture stuff. Some cars parked in it.
Right, we lost the vote. Man.
It has some cars parked in it. It has luggage.
Like that.
Did
you miss me, or should I go back? No, man, we miss you every time you show up.
Today,
we miss your ridiculous ratings.
Where did you go?
You're like a walking CGC, man. You're like 9.35. They're not ever gonna let us vote again.
No, I'm just kidding. We will. Okay, so so Paris Hilton's character Paige runs away into this like garage area and has like all the people who have been killed by them over the years, their luggage, cell phones. She finds a thing of cell phones. She tries to figure out one works, but then Vincent comes in, and so she has to hide. So she hides in a car, and she has this pole. And then, of course, when he goes at her, she escapes the other side of the car and doesn't take the pole with her. And then this happens. If Omar could show the gif, bam! Because she didn't take the pole with her.
Can you do those sound effects again, please?
Bam! Did not take
Amanda's amazing as charades. Yeah, charades.
So she did not take the pole with her.
That's a practical effect.
As we remember from season 4 of Community, when Britta's hosting her Halloween party, and Abed's like, I find that people in horror movies never act with reason like a normal person would. Yes, she didn't take the pole. She left it behind and let him use it. Anyways,
that's what makes you angry.
So then you get this interesting scene. So she's dead with the pole, and Vincent clearly has the camera, and he's filming it, right?
Oh, so he had a name.
Yeah, his name's Vis. He did. Okay. So after that, Nick and Carly are hiding out and trying to figure out what's going on. So earlier, it's like, I forgot about that scene.
What?
So earlier, while
how did this movie get made?
I don't know. Earlier, while Carly and Wade were in the House Wax originally, when he's like, "It's made
Tim
of
Burton
wax.
Liked the 1953 film, but hates the 2005 film."
That sounds exactly like Tim Burton.
I hate Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes film, and I like the original one, so it makes us even.
Okay, so
just woke up. I'm glad the amazing Amanda synopsis is still going on.
Hello, Louise. It is. So. Earlier when they were at the House Wax the first time before,
she's pretty good at getting stabbed. That's pretty good.
Yes, it is.
I see they brought the best writers for this film. Yep,
they did. Okay, so she notices when the first time
that's the joke. Come on, Jack. Jack, you need to do a little Google search, man.
Okay, so she notices the first time when her and Wade were there, when he was like, "This is literally all made of wax." She notices some high chairs in the corner, old high chairs, right? Well, these aren't made of wax, because that's after he's like, it's all made of wax. She's like, well, these aren't, because it was the high chairs of the two boys, right? So she's like, well, I think that guy is Vincent, and he's a killer, and all this stuff, and there's must be like twins or something, because obviously we see all this stuff. So she's learned a little bit about the history of these two boys at this time, right? So Nick goes and tries to get this crossbow from this fake military shop, but then Bo comes at him with a shotgun. So now they're trying to escape this, and then they run into a movie theater that's playing What Happened to Baby Jane, which is, ironic because What Happened to Baby Jane, about this whole sibling relationships and stuff. So very nice, I guess homage or whatever.
Very artsy.
Yeah, very artsy, but I'm still trying to figure out why everything is so 1950s when like Bo didn't look that old. So they grew up in the 70s and 80s. So I'm still trying to figure that out. Yeah, I still understand why the town stayed the same after Trudy. Anyways, so
this is a lie, Ace. No renowned actor had a cameo in this film.
If she did,
no, she did.
Where?
No,
okay.
no.
I think she's trying to get you to show the.
I finally understand this movie now.
It is cheap, right?
It took Amanda's explanation.
Yes. So Nick wants to leave, or Nick wants to,
wait.
get out.
Who the hell's Nick?
Chad Michael Murray's character. Okay.
I need pictures.
Yes. So Nick wants to go get her
He's
cell
so
phone
fierce.
that she said she left in the truck after she tried to escape Bo the first time. And she's like, but there's still
What's up,
another person
Mr.
out there.
Elixir?
And she's like, there's still another person out there, Vincent. He's like, we don't even know if this Vincent person is real. Okay. So as
Did
they
you say Vincent?
Vincent. Yes, and they did name him after Vincent as a homage to Vincent Price. For anyone who didn't know, that is a fun fact about the movie. In case you wanted to know that. Okay, so they decide to go.
I love Titanic, man. I love Titanic. I don't care what anybody says about me. I love that
movie. So they
movie.
go back to the family home to find her cell phone, and while they're there, they find these clippings about Siamese twins that are separated at birth by their father in experimental procedure. So we learned that Vincent and Bo are Siamese twins, and one of them had their head like this. Which is Vincent, and his head is disfigured.
I need explanation like this in all my movies. You're the good one, and I'm the evil one.
So let's not forget that, because when they had the standoff with the shotgun and the crossbow.
Yes, that was not a fun fact. I love saying that to
her. Chad Michael Murray's character is. I did not
was
know
she in
that.
Supernatural? You know a lot more about this than I do. Fun fact about this movie: there's a house and there's wax inside the house.
Wax made out of peanut butter.
I have a gift for that.
Thanks to V. Look at how young he is. So, so they realize there are twins. They are real. And now Bo had gotten attacked by Nick with a crossbow to we thought the heart. We thought he was dead, but he's still alive. He comes back to the house. They have to hide, right? And meanwhile,
what's up, Glenn?
Vincent also shows up, and he has in the back of his truck dead Blake and dead Paige, aka Paris Hilton. And so Carly, Elisha Cuthbert's character, sees her dead friends in the back of the truck and kind of like is trying to keep it together. And then she gets to see a scene of Bo being mean to Vincent. So Vincent's the one with the wax face, and he's trying to fix his wax face, right? And Bo's giving him a hard time. He's being a jerk to him.
That guy.
And so, yeah. So then Carly and Nick go underground to their secret lair, and that's where they find Dalton's body, and Nick's like, we got to get him out of here, but then he tries to get him out and his head comes off because remember, he was beheaded, so of course he's not alive anymore.
I forgot about that.
And then at this point, Vincent has come downstairs, and they have a big standoff between Vincent and Carly and Nick does the smart thing, and he
he didn't watch the director's cut of the Lord of the Rings.
Just the regular movies.
Hit that smash button, y'all.
Thank you, Amazing Asian, for reminding everyone of that.
Because the smash button's not even real, but thank you so much. But that's what Tina always says. Hit that smash button.
Hit that smash button. So then Nick is the smart one and knocks over the boiling wax and sets everything on fire in the basement.
Wait, hold on. I'm a big old lesbian. I love the way that you just came out and said that. Mm-hmm. Still can't see the appeal of Paris Hilton. The only thing I enjoyed her in was Repo, the generic. I do like that movie because Anthony Stewart Head's in there. Giles from Buffy. I'm a straight dude, and I don't see the appeal of Paris Hilton at all. Yeah, and Amanda is
the straight woman.
I'm not gonna call her out. I didn't do that.
Thank you. I know.
Yeah, I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
But
I know a sexy woman. I see one, and it's not
right.
terrible.
I got you. Oh man, I should have been ready for that with that gif. Here we go.
Which one?
I got you. Bam. What? Is that what we're talking about?
Okay. Anyways,
or classier. Here we go, Ace. This one's for you because I know you like.
There you go. Oh yeah. Look, I love that guy. Just like
clapping.
For Helen Mirren shaking her booty. Okay, so Nick knocks over the wax, and everything in the basement starts to catch on fire.
I was about to say that. I'm like, who the hell is Bo?
And so they run back upstairs, and as they're running upstairs, they get out and they run into the House of Wax, and again, Carly notices those high chairs, and she hones in and realizes that Bo's high chair, not Vincent's, is the one with the leather straps. So all this time we're thinking that from the original, like the opening scene, the crazy kid was Vincent, and the one who's wearing the mask, the wax mask, and actually doing the work. No, Bo is the crazy one. So all of this is his vision. He's the one who wanted to do this from the start, and he got his poor brother, who's probably just a little brain damaged from the Siamese twin construction and face mutilated. He got him to go along with it. He's really talented, but he got him to go along with it because he's a manipulative son of a bee. So anyways,
Whoa, easy now.
so then we have a big
Censor yourself.
standoff in this melting house of wax, because we remember.
Oh, is that where he comes
fire.
from? Look at that.
Yes.
I don't need to watch this
So
film
they're
now.
having-
Thanks, Amanda.
You're welcome, Glenn. So they're having a big standoff between the two twins, right? And they're having this fight. And of course, you have to know, because even though Chad Michael Murray thinks he's the evil twin, he still loves his sister. There's no love between Vincent and Bo, and therefore we know they're going to lose in the end. So after they have this big fight, and of course,
Pick the worst freaking gift for this guy. I can't take this dude seriously, especially when lines like this are being delivered. This is the guy in one
I
tree.
had a better one. Where's my other one? Hold on. I had a better one.
Oh, I've been deleting these.
No, there was a better one of him. Is it this one? Anyways, so as everything starts to catch on fire, and you see some of the things start to catch on fire, like some of the wax figures, and they're having this big standoff. And of course, Carly decides to run up the stairs. Why? In the house, it's wax and it's starting to melt, and she's trying to convince Vincent that he needs to, he's a good person and his brother made him do this. It's not anything bad, but of course Vincent's too far gone. So Nick has to throw him off the edge. He dies on top of his brother, and the two of them then have to crawl their way out of the house of wax, which is that image that Omar just showed. And the house of wax, nope, not that one.
That's hot.
The house of wax.
That's what she would say. That was her catchphrase, right? That's hot.
That's hot. Yeah,
Ugh.
exactly. So, so while she tried to plead to the humanity within Vincent, Vincent is too far gone because his brother had just, manipulated him so much and had completely.
We did that. We did that a couple of weeks ago. The happening, which had this amazing scene.
No, it had the other amazing scene.
Oh, I'm sorry. What? No. And Amanda's favorite.
My favorite. Nom 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 nom.
I love that you have your own sound effect for that. But yeah, we did that one a couple of weeks ago.
So they managed to escape the house of wax, and then in the aftermath, we see the police have shown up, the medics have shown up, they're getting treated, they're getting out all the dead bodies, right? And Nick's trying to retrieve Dalton's camera from evidence, and he does manage to retrieve it. And he's like, I love how he's like, oh, here's the camera. We need to keep this because there might be some good memories on it. Not realizing that Vincent was using that camera and filming their friends dead. I can't wait till Nick watches that freaking video. Anyways, and then
Who's Nick?
Chad Michael Murray's character. So that as they're driving
this
away,
guy.
yes. So then as they're driving away, I'm so sorry, I forgot to do something. So as they're driving away,
you forgot to do what?
Hold on, I'll do something. Hold on a second.
Okay.
So as they're driving away in the EMT car, or the back of the ambulance, the sheriff who they were talking to earlier gets a call on the radio, and he says,
hold on. I'm trying to figure out this run-on sentence here. Omar, don't have a heart attack now. Somebody help your man's up knee of weak old age can't stand up.
What?
Old age Omar can't stand up. Are you writing a song? What's happening here, man?
I don't know. So,
what did you forget to do?
Oh, I forgot to upload something, so I'm just doing it really.
Find it?
Yes, I have found it. I just need to upload it. So
she has written.
I have written
novels.
fan fiction. I should write a real novel, though. You're right. And
she really should.
Maybe I'll do it on this month off, because usually November is novel writing month. So maybe I'll try it then.
That's why I'm taking off. I'm writing the next great American novel. After this movie, the director went on to make The Shallows.
Yes,
Shallows wasn't this bad.
And Orphan, and Commuter, which with Liam Neeson. But guys, are you not excited to see him do Black Adam? Because I know I am. Black Adam, yeah, woohoo! Anyways, so as they're driving away, you hear about this third brother, which came out of nowhere, and Elijah Kuzma's character car is looking back.
People are already telling you what to do. Write a House of Wax sequel. Amanda should write a House of Wax too.
And she's like, wait a minute. And she's looking at that guy who who had helped them in the beginning. And he's just sitting there with his dog that they had seen earlier in the film at the House of Wax, right? They saw the dog at the House of Wax, and now the dog's hanging out in the back of the guy's truck. And we realize the third brother is Lester, the unnamed character that helps him in the beginning. That's kind of weird. And then it cuts to the end, and then we get My Chemical Romance's Helena.
Oh my
God. This is what I forgot to post. Because when I was in 2006 for Halloween, I dressed as Helena for Halloween when I worked at the Temple University Writing Center.
This might be an ignorant question.
One of our tutors.
But who's Helena?
I don't know much about the history of the song. I just love the song, and I love Michael McRomance.
So how do you know you dressed up as Helena?
Because that's the ballerina outfit she wore, and I wore ballet flats.
In like a music video?
Yeah, in the music video.
Oh,
sorry, in the music video. Yeah, she was. Yeah, in the music video. So that's how how it ends. It ends with Michael McRomance, Helena. Long ago, just like an
What an odd choice for a song at the end of a weird horror movie. To answer your question, are you guys off for the entire channel? No, I'm just off of Old Reader, New Reader for a month, and we'll keep doing this segment too. But we might take a week off, 2 weeks off, something like that, depending if you guys need us or not. You know, we'll come back. We love you all. And I ain't got nothing better to do.
We want to do more superhero movies, so.
Yeah, we do miss doing superhero movies because, oh my god, this one, actually, Deathbed really killed me. I was done.
Deathbed was amazing.
Omar, I loved your Venom Omnibus Volume 3. Thanks, mate. I hope we get a 4 and 5. I hope so, too. I think, Venom is a very popular, marketable character right now.
Yes, I would agree with that.
So I think we'll get that for sure. I missed the first bit. Can we start over, Amanda?
Sorry, Ted. You are SOL right now, buddy. We are not starting.
I thought you were Helena Bonham Carter.
I could have been.
Best line in Fight Club that I cannot repeat on the air. I love her character in Fight Club. Now she's with what's his name, right? Tim Burton.
Yeah.
What do you guys do outside of the channel for work? I've always wondered.
It's a good question.
I lost my job back in June, so my full-time devotion has been my kids who are in virtual school, and then doing the channel. And I'm trying to, keep it growing and stuff. So it's been good. And people have been really nice, supporting Patreon, those who can, watching the channel. So it's been really good. So we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. What do I do outside of the channel, you ask? I am
you did ask.
Yeah, I'm a learning and development coordinator for a state officials procurement association. So I develop training, webinars, online courses, things like that. That's what I do.
Amanda's a CrossFit trainer in a pool and feds people.
I am also, I wish I was a CrossFit trainer, but I also am a mom and an avid fanfic writer when I have the time.
She, so is Amy McGrath running for Senate.
So is Amy McGrath.
She was that's her ad. She's like, I'm in the military and I'm also a mom. It's kind of becoming anyway. Job at Marvel for Omar. That would be the dream.
Yeah.
They've been really nice. They've been really good to me. But my devotion is Omnis now, thanks to Omar. Sorry. Oh, look at Ted. He has an HVAC license. You could have hired Ted to come and fix my thing.
Me. Are you talking about me? Because I made the joke about the HVAC test?
Oh, I'm sorry. I misread that. Sorry about that. My bad. Ignore me.
Anyway, so before we get on to all that stuff, Omar, we should probably talk about this film.
Yeah. Oh, I second that. Omar needs to work in the collected edition department. Guys, here's the thing, right? Like, I feel like the collection editions department is wonderful at Marvel. The people that need help are DC. I'll tell you, me and David Gabriel will take over DC, and oh my God, that would be so awesome. Then that means I have to move to California, which I don't have a problem with at all. You guys thoroughly deserve to be rewarded for your hard work. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Joseph. Thank you for that super chat.
And yeah, we deserve to be rewarded for watching this movie. What's up, Arminio? And I was a little kid when I discovered My Chemical Romance. Omar needs to work in the collector's
How
editions
old are
department
you?
for more. I don't know. I was older when I discovered My Chemical Romance. Like,
I was, like I said, I was in a freshman in college. So
and you're like 6 years older than I am. So
yeah, so you're
right,
young.
right, really young.
Anyways,
What
anywho,
we okay? Let's talk about the things that we enjoyed about this
yes,
movie, and we'll
okay.
come back to all the
So
questions here in a minute.
Omar?
Mhm.
I've been talking this whole time with you interrupting me, but I have been talking this whole time. So
I do this in real life.
what did he does? What did you enjoy
What
about
did
this
I
film?
enjoy? None of the characters, none of the dialogue, um, none of the music, none of
Mhm.
the acting.
Yeah.
I tell you what, I'm not kidding. I think it had some pretty decent practical effects. You know,
Well,
this may not look like what's his name, but that's actually pretty good, right?
it is.
And
It's
and,
yeah.
and this mix of CG and practical effect, that's a
It's pretty
pretty
good.
good. That's for the time of 2005, that is a pretty good cut right there. Paris Hilton, I can't tell because Paris Hilton always looks like she's made of wax anyway.
Yeah,
So I
she does.
can't tell if that's a real Paris Hilton with something going through her or a doll.
Yeah.
So I guess the practical effects, actually some of the shots were pretty good. Some of the shots were pretty good.
A lot of it, yeah, some of it might have been just formulaic,
We're stroking kid if he
2000s.
thinks this looks good. Guys, that you can't deny that doesn't look good. That looks good.
It's
Where
not
is that?
bad. I mean,
Like for 2005, right? That
yeah,
looks pretty good. I don't know. And maybe it's just me.
maybe it's just all the beer he's had already. Or is that Sprite? Or is that a seltzer?
Do I look like I drink seltzers? Everyone's been through Paris. Jack's trying. What about you, Amanda? What did you enjoy? Because seriously, that was it. Like maybe some of the
Yeah.
shots and some of the practical effects.
Some of the shots were I liked some of the shots in the film.
Mhm.
The effects, I mean, the House of Wax itself, I mean, it didn't look completely CG, so I appreciated that. And the director wanted to use as much practical effects as he could. So
That looks bad.
yeah, that was not great. But when they're in because they actually were in like a peanut butter and wax mixture is what they did, like for the bed and stuff. And so they would get stuck in it, right? So when they're like the inside of the house, not that part, but inside of the house when they're trying to get out of the wax and stuff before they start to climb through,
Mhm.
a lot of that was more practical effects. So you could tell that was not that bad.
What if the real House of Wax is the friends we made along the way?
What if?
What?
What if?
Next.
I also enjoyed the
did
fact
not.
that they played Helen at the end. That made me happy.
Nope, not me.
Me from a standpoint, it just made me happy. And out of all the actors, Chad Michael Murray wasn't the worst out of all the actors. And the guy who played Bo, I think is Brian Van Holt's his name. He hammed it up enough for the film that as a villain, he was okay as a villain. Other than that, there's not too much I like about the film.
Mhm,
It seems to me, someone had said earlier, like a tourist trap film. It's a very generic, like people get trapped and then hitchhikers or some sort of get trapped and they get, in a haunted house of horrors. Because I'm trying to remember, I thought someone tried to make me watch like the more recent Texas Chainsaw Massacre remake they did like in the 2000s.
Who is dumb enough to try to make you go and
I
watch
don't
that?
know.
Somebody doesn't know
One of
you,
my
obviously.
friends who didn't know me as well at the time. But yeah, it's very like
Chad
whoever
Michael
kind of
Murray is the softest name, Chad.
Chad.
Wait, is it this dude?
Yeah, that dude.
Okay, I agree with that.
Yeah, and it's just interesting because it is. I mean, it was what I would consider a run of the mill. Like when I was reading like behind the scenes like news interviews and stuff
Oh,
from the
God bless
director
you.
and
You
people like
really did
that,
some research.
and they're like, we try to add like this, this psychological backstory aspect to it, but it just comes across as being another one of those, teen horror films where you see teens die in very gruesome ways, very attractive teens dying in very gruesome ways. And some of the stuff might be slightly interesting and original death scenes. I mean, this is before Saw, right?
I'm thinking it was right around that time, 2005, 2006, when Saw came out, the first one.
Yeah, I think it is. Saw 1.
Why?
Okay, it was right after Saw 1.
You
So
thought? I mean, that's a lot of the reason a lot of people watch like slasher flicks, right? Like Friday
Yeah.
the 13th or Nightmare on Elm Street.
for the death scenes.
For the creative death scenes, and the more you add to the numbers of the ongoing series, the more creative they get.
They have to get, right, yeah.
I saw,
Especially
honestly,
Saw.
I'll be honest with you. I saw the first Saw, and that was it. I was not a fan of Saw, and I think there's like 7 of them. I know you're not. That makes sense.
I wouldn't watch it.
But I don't know. I never. It was okay. But I get that. Oh, I do know my brother loves them, and he was like, because there's
Which one?
like Tommy. He loves
that
the
makes
fact that it's got this ongoing story with background characters.
So how's he gonna?
It's pretty cool.
How's he gonna feel about the Chris Rock one?
Chris Rock's in Saw.
The new one that's coming out. The Chris Rock.
Oh, I haven't seen that.
It's
my
not
brother.
called
My
Saw,
brother
though.
also loves Final Destination, though. So he kind of likes. He doesn't really like being scared. He said. But he likes those kind of movies because they get creative with the deaths, and I thought that was fun.
Well, I remember seeing Final Destination 2 again because it was attractive teens like Ali Larter, Devon Sawa, and they, So for me, I remember seeing this movie. Like, I don't know if I saw it in theaters. I think I might have seen it on DVD when it came out, but I remember seeing it because, it had famous people in it. But the dialogue is meh. The psychological, the foreshadowing and stuff is just thrown right in your face. Yeah, it's really that's gonna be the new one you're gonna keep forever.
That's one I'm keeping. Dude, that's up there. That's up there with.
No, the other one. The other one. Mark Wahlberg. What? No.
Oh my gosh, Mark
Those
Wahlberg.
2 lines will be like,
what's up, Raphael? I just dropped to say
Raphael.
hi. That it was that bad. Okay, now thanks, bye.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, really, you didn't have to hear Amanda's 3-hour synopsis. Omar, Amanda, should I get yeah, man, get a tattoo, dude. Do what you want. Wait, you're not 18 yet. Get it at 18.
Yeah, then you don't have to worry about it.
Then you don't have to worry about asking your mom and dad to take you to the tattoo parlor. Oh, Omen is a classic. I watched that when I was 6 years old, man. I shouldn't have,
but he did.
But I did.
Yes.
So what would you give this movie out of 10 then?
Oh,
and then everybody that has seen it, please in the chat, let us know.
I mean,
what would you give this out of 10?
Probably like a 2.5 out of 10.
Really? I thought you were going to go higher with, like, you were just going on about Chad and all this stuff.
I just wanted to give everyone a very detailed synopsis. I just want to give the people what they want. Doesn't mean I'm going to like the film. I didn't like Deathbed that much either.
Deathbed was so bad, dude. It was interesting. I'm glad I watched it, though, because this was one of those movies that's like,
you have
what?
To watch. Yeah, because now we said
this?
So what would you give it? What would you rate this film?
Oh, it's low too, like a 2.5. Like, to me, I get the, oh my god, Canadian Invincible Comics gave this a 8.73 out of 10 point.
Guilty pleasure. I'm sure that's how Hayden feels about Catwoman. So
I get guilty pleasures. I have guilty pleasures myself. A 2 out of 10.
2 out of 10.
It's just,
Glenn gave it a 3. Fat G's
because
gave it a
the direction to me seems like it was actually not that bad, but you throw in some bad actors, it didn't really add anything fun to the right?
I mean, the directing is very like run of the mill, what you'd expect from horror direction. So there wasn't anything original about it, which is fine. But the script and the acting.
This is really sweet. Me and my dad recommend you should do the 1995. I am the law. Now that I'm reading Judge Dredd comics, I completely understand why people were so pissed off at that version, because it's nothing like the comic books. Because he takes his helmet off, and Dredd in the comics has never taken his helmet off. because he's supposed to be scarred or mutilated and all that. So,
Oh,
um, Omar, today I hauled Umbrella Academy Volume 3. That one's
nice.
okay, man. That one's okay. TMNT 11, awesome. War of the Realms, the DM cover, the She-Hulk slot omnibus, and I'm waiting for Peter David Omnibus 2. Congratulations, man. You got some good books there,
You
brother.
did. I really want that. I'm so mad I didn't pre-order that War of the Realms. Okay. Um, Hide of Hyde gave it a 6 out of 9. Oxmeat Pete gave it 1 visit price out of Brazilian.
Out of Brazilian.
Visit
Vincent
price.
Price, ladies and gentlemen, or what
Yes.
Amanda thinks Vincent Price really looks like.
It's Bill Hader. It's always Bill Hader.
I did. I love the Carl Urban Dread, dude. That movie was so
It's a good
good.
movie. Carl Urban's a great actor. And
Phenomenal actor.
I'm so glad. Like, I'm so glad that he's found the hit with boys, so that we can see more of him, because he is. Even though people give him a lot of crap about his Scottish accent, because he's
No.
he's New Zealand.
American people don't give crap because
No, because American people
it
don't know any
sounds
better.
okay to us.
I thought
but
it was
it's like,
fine,
it's
but
the UK people that are like, that accent's
yeah, I
atrocious.
was like, I think it's fine, but I'm sure. But I know as an American, when I see like British people, Australian people try to do an American accent,
Thank
I'm
you
like,
for the super chat, Cullen.
yes, thank you,
Very
Cullen.
sweet, man.
When I see people try to do an American accent, and like I'll never forget watching Doctor Who season 3 with Martha, and
Why
Andrew
did you say that
Garfield.
name?
No, not that. Not that
Oh,
Martha.
okay.
And Andrew Garfield, this is the first time I ever saw him. You see him on screen, right? Ever before, like Social Network and everything. And he plays a young boy in New York City.
Oh, I
the
told you. I
1930s.
texted you. I texted you that. I was
And
like,
his
accent was so atrocious.
oh
He had
god,
he was from
I was like,
Tennessee.
I guess, because I was like, you're in New York City, if you're doing a Southern accent, which makes no sense. I guess you just came from the South, but still is a terrible Southern accent.
Just finished reading Lock and
Oh,
Key,
wow.
Astonishing X-Men, American Vampire, Kill or Be Killed. Dude,
Good suggestion. Good
brother, you
squeeze.
are up here with like that tier. It's like the next thing you read either has to be just as good or it's gonna be not
Yeah, you
great.
better just read Berserk next.
Omar, what does
Oh
BDN
my
stand for?
god.
BDE, man, I don't know, but my doctor, like he wrote that as one of the causes of my back problems.
No, he did not.
He did. I promise.
Liar.
Are you questioning me?
I
and my
am. I
doctor?
want to see the paperwork, because I don't think
It was a
BD.
female doctor. Not that that matters, but that's what she said my back issues were related to. Let's see. Reconciling that Dread and Abrams, Dr. McCall. Dude, yes, somebody else had something that was a fun fact. Up
Oh my god, you're such a jerk. I know what BD is now.
there. Did you look it up? You cheater.
Oh my gosh. You
Omar,
weird.
what does WAP stand for? Well, apparently, according to Ben Shapiro, it's a woman that's.
Mom, can you not shout so
Oh, I can't say it, man.
She can't
I've
hear
been-
you.
Lyndon, I've been trying to get your mom not to shout loud for years. It ain't happening. Good luck with that.
Shh. I'll stop shouting and screaming. Yes, honey.
Yeah, Omar, and thank you for the recommendation of Harrow County. Do you think the other library editions will be restocked? When I was last talking to Dark Horse at the beginning of this year, that was one of the questions I had because a lot of people have asked me. And yeah, they said it's supposed to be evergreen. Now, the people that I used to have in contact over there, they left, so I don't know if that's still true or not. So I hope so. Wild ass Peruvian. Wop. That's up.
Wop.
That's up. I have read The Crow, and I like James O'Barr. I think he's a great dude.
Oh,
ISD
hold on.
crushed.
I have to help. Arsing said, finally caught a live show with Amanda. Totally off topic, but I missed the live show where you shared your trainer code for Pokemon Go. Are you willing to share it? Yes, I will share it with you. Hold on a second. Though I do have 200 friends. I'm going to have to delete someone to add you in there, but I will be willing to do that. I'm a huge Pokemon Go-er. Hey, look, Lyndon, who it is. Oh, he paused it, so you can't see it.
Why is it our kids are surrounding us when
They
we're talking
love
about
us so much.
WAPs and BDEs? Hey,
I don't
Omar,
know.
have you seen Shane Davis's Starlight Cats? I just saw that he had Kenneth Rocafort variant currently fighting head to head with John Malin cover. I'm a big fan of Kenneth Rocafort. I love Shane Davis's artwork. I know that he'd been working on it for a while too. and I think he's doing. Was it not a Kickstarter? I'm sorry, Indiegogo, I believe. So it's a family show. Thank you, Ryan, for the super chat. By the way, brother, it is a family show. Yes. Those two are like best friends, man.
They
Like
are.
they
They love
FaceTime
each
each
other.
other and talk about. I don't even know what they talk
I
about.
don't know what they talk about.
Sometimes Alicia just puts the phone down while Lyndon's talking. Lyndon puts the phone down while Alicia's talking. I don't even know what they connect over. Maybe Pokemon. She-Hulk by Burn or John Slott Omnibus. Burn, baby, all the way.
Yeah. No, they do.
What is this?
Oh, it's my trainer code. That's what Arsing wanted.
Oh, your trainer code. Hey, wait a minute. I'm on the.
Well, then why don't you share your trainer's code, buddy? I'm not telling you not your hanger.
You can't buddy me. Yeah. He and his wife Yancy have an Indiegogo. He is such a nice dude. He's been on the channel a couple times to talk about just toys and we really didn't talk comics. He's a big toy collector and loves watching Transformers. Really good dude. I'm a big fan of his stuff. Let's see. Burn, baby, burn. Disco Inferno. They connect over having loud. Ace.
They do.
Ouch.
Yes.
But true.
Ouch.
Dude, you get me and Amanda at a bar, it's hilarious. Like we just talk over everyone because we don't give a crap who's talking.
We talk over everyone at a movie theater. We talk over at a bar, at parties. We just talk.
Yeah. I think he raised like 50,000 already. Good for him, man. He deserves it. Great guy. Thank you. We'll add you in a minute. Hey, man, where you at? You got any exclusive Pokemon? We'll talk later. Later. When can we get? Was it really that bad for the Anaconda? Oh, I got a funny story about Anaconda. My wife and I were in Japan for 2 weeks, and I love Japan. It's beautiful, wonderful. But for some reason, about the 13th day there, I started to miss just people being rude to me and ignoring me. So I started to miss America, and started to miss just the language. So we found a channel that played only English movies. And I'm like, I don't care what it is. And I watched Anacondas. Not even the first one with fine-ass Jennifer Lopez. But the sequel.
And LL Cool J.
I don't even know who was in the sequel. I just and my wife was like, what are you doing? I'm like, I'm watching Anacondas because I really miss English right now.
Oh, my gosh.
I watched that stupid movie. Oh, my gosh. Have you seen the Invincible trailer? Yes, I'm excited for it. Have you seen the cast that's in that, dude? They have casted so many good freaking actors. Mainly a lot of AMC Walking Dead actors. I was at let me see, hold on a second. I was at a concert. I was talking to my friend. Some guy said, "Can you be quiet? I can't hear him." Are you serious? At a concert?
Wow, Glenn, how loud were you being?
Have you seen Borat 2? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it was funny, man. Not as funny as one, but I liked it. There's 4. No, why? Why is there 4 Anaconda movies?
Why are there 4 Anaconda movies?
That's crazy, man.
Is there more than one Deep Blue Sea? Deepest blues, my hand is like a shark fin.
Wow, that's a shitty song.
Yeah, I know.
I actually saw the making of that video. Why did I see that? Oh my gosh. Those are the gifts I need to find. Brother.
Up there with WAP right there.
Brother, oh my gosh, it's
a great song, guys.
That's a great video.
Yeah.
Omar, I'm sitting with Maddie and Melanie at the movies. I heard you and Amanda talk way too much. Yes, my brother gets frustrated.
Oh,
Maddie
so
just put
mad
up with us. Thoughts on Emma
Maddie
Stone
enjoys it because she likes seeing my reactions.
What an interesting twist here. Emma Stone as Spider-Gwen. Is this Spider-Verse movie going to happen? I know we can't get into it.
It started filming. Tom Holland announced or put on Instagram yesterday, right? That's when I texted you that he is in Atlanta.
Yeah, I get my updates
at his home away from home, and that they have started filming Spider-Man 3. And he had the script. It was delivered to him via iPad. That's all I know because I haven't looked at his Instagram today. Mm-hmm. But it's hard. There's so many different rumors flying around, like rumors that Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield have signed on and everything like that. And I don't know. It would be cool to see her come
Netherlands
in.
might have Pokemon that you
If
can't
she
have in the
did
US.
come in as Spider-Gwen, again, I think all these things are cameos. I don't think that they would in any means be like long-term reoccurring characters or
We've
anything like
talked
that.
about that, and maybe honestly, I was thinking about this too because you and I talk a lot about these things. I think it'd be really
We do.
fun to get everybody in there.
We
But
should.
so maybe for next month we should focus on the possibility of movies. Like start with like focus on
Okay.
just maybe focus on just Spider-Man for one segment,
Yep.
and then like do the X-Men. Like
Justice
how would
League.
we
Oh.
bring the X-Men into the universe? Yeah. Justice League 4-part. Did you see that? What's his name was recasted? My boy. Y'all were casting him as Guts, or you were.
Jason Momoa?
No. The guy from Magic Mike.
Joe Manganiello. Oh,
Yeah,
so he's not
did you see-
Deathstroke anymore.
No, he was filming again as Deathstroke.
Oh, good. Okay,
So
I
they're
thought you said
adding
he
scenes
recast
again.
it.
So that's gonna be
Yeah.
pretty interesting.
It's gonna
So
be really
yeah, maybe
interesting.
we can do that maybe starting next month. We can talk
Yeah, that
about
sounds like a good
if,
plan.
if that's what everybody likes. If y'all want to see that, I mean, or we can go back to was it really that bad?
Yeah, because December I do want to do bad Christmas specials,
And I don't,
and I do.
but I will let you all vote for that too.
Yes.
How long until Black Widow gets released? I'm gonna tell you the same thing I told Amanda back in March. Back in March, I told my
It's
girl
not
that I
happening.
said, Amanda. She said, "Oh, we're gonna watch it this summer," and I'm like, Amanda, I'm gonna watch this movie sitting next to you in your
No, you
couch
won't.
because
Now
that's what's gonna happen.
I don't. I just. I don't know. I mean, at first I was.
Omar, you don't want to do that. You want to milk the franchises just like the studios do. Do we? I don't like milking. I've never done. I've milked a cow once. That was pretty interesting. Look, she's yelling at her kids, y'all. She's putting us on mute because she's being abusive. She's telling her bad things. Like I'm
My
gonna beat you.
child is thirsty and wants to know if we can go downstairs when I'm done with my show.
Yeah, we'll wrap it up. Let's start wrapping it up. I agree with Omar. That's never happened. Jack, thank you.
I don't.
It's gonna be on Disney
I know
Plus
that
with
they're going
Mulan.
to focus more efforts
Agreed
on
on
Disney
Omar.
Plus. Oh my god, y'all be wrong. They just
Look,
they have
she's
to
gonna
put
get back-
something in
she's gonna be
theaters.
texting me later going, yeah.
They have to put something in theaters because if
Why? But why?
because
I'm listening.
if they can't tout via marketing their box office grosses, they with Netflix is so much in debt. Disney cannot be in debt like that, especially when their parks are struggling and everything else. They have other revenue streams that are still struggling because of the pandemic. They can't just go into debt with direct to stream stuff, guys. They just can't. We don't know how much debt Netflix is because they're a private company. We will never see their financials, not like a public company like Disney. We can go and see the Disney 10K right now for the previous financial year. We can't see that for Netflix unless they want to show it to us. But unless any of you are stockholders, which no one has said they are, we are seeing that information. So that's why we get some of our favorite shows canceled. Like Glow gets canceled because Netflix, because they don't have them. It's anyways, I know I am yelling. My kid's gonna get
Y'all see her face.
I get
Y'all see her face. Dude, she went full blown Karen. She's like, I can't believe it, you motherfuckers. Like, and then I have to hear about it later. Y'all see like the good side of Amanda. Then I have to hear about it later. She's like, you mother. Anyway, I think it's a good. I think that would be a good conversation to have, though.
Let's have a more civil conversation about where I can lay out my point.
Just because like if my poor boy Raz doesn't agree with you can't be yelling at Raz because he lives in another continent.
But I do want to. I love the Chris McKay episode of the OC Ace. And I would watch every one of those.
No, I'm gonna say no right now.
But no, Raz is like first world problem. It is. It completely
right.
is.
I can't feed my kids. Oh wait, we're talking about streaming movies. Abusive of man. Oh, he renamed you.
Don't call me that.
Dude, y'all
I'm not.
You all ain't seen this girl angry. Like she don't care where she's the type of girl that will come to your job to yell at you.
Wait a minute. What?
She don't care where you are. You're gonna get yelled at. Like Anyway, I have some funny stories about that, but we got to start wrapping up. So yeah, if you all want to see something like that, like all of you guys together talking about the possibilities of
We
these
love
movies
talking with you guys about that.
and where they're gonna go, and if Amanda promises not to lose her cool about the
I will
streaming,
keep my cool about the streaming.
we'll keep the beer away from her for a while.
And wine. Wine's bad.
Some wine, okay. Then yeah, maybe we'll take a poll for that next time. If you guys really want us back next week, let us know in the comments down below, or let us know
Yes.
in the chat right now. Because I don't mind. I just thought I'd take a break from both shows. So
But I still want him to do this with me.
she does. She
Since
said
it does
that.
not take as much time to
She
watch a
says
movie
that. She says
than
that.
it is to read.
She says that. I believe that.
Don't be a
Karen
Karen.
or a man. Oh,
Don't you even. Okay.
look,
I'm
she's
gonna be
scratching
quiet
that
now.
neck like she's all angry too. Look at her face. She's all red. All right, you good? Can you sign us off? Or are you too mad?
Yes, I can. Okay, never go full Amanda. I know it's like going. Never mind. I can't
Don't
use the
say it.
Robert
Don't
Downey Jr.
say that.
I know.
What is with you? You're gonna get canceled.
Okay. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. And remember to follow us on all of our social media channels at NeoMitCon. If you want
We
to
actually
support
talked
us,
about that. We actually talked
yeah,
about it.
I
Amanda
actually said I
suggested
want to
that.
do that. Yes, Omar raised. I
Thank
told
you all.
Omar I
Thank
want to
you
do
all.
that. Thank you, Roger. If you want to
I'll think about it because I
us,
do miss you guys too. Sorry, Amanda. I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna stop interrupting you. Oh, look at that. 1:30 here in
thank
Wells.
you. Good morning, good evening, good night. I don't know what you would want to say at this point. Are you up or going to sleep?
He just don't want you to yell at him. That's all he wants.
Stop trying to yell at anyone.
He's like,
I just have very strong opinions about the business aspect of it all. Okay. Anywho, if you want to support us on Patreon for just $1 a month, not $1 a day, or more than that,
or
but at
$1 a
least
day, whatever you want to give us, we'll take.
Feel free to check us out on Patreon. If you want to buy some awesome near mint condition merchandise, check out our Redbubble. And of course, last but not least, if it's minty or if it's classy and cool, it must be near mint. Have a good evening, everyone, and hopefully Cora or Omar and I will see you next week.
Cora.
I thought I was calling you my husband's name. Good night, everyone. Bye.
Bye.